sale at the time for about $1,250,000. It's only 1,100 square feet. It's 12 foot wide by about 40 feet back. So it's kind of crazy the kind of money you spend on a beachfront. There's an upstairs mezzanine again that was only 12 feet wide. Overlooks the beach. It was a 1960s plain original. So if you like the Art Deco of the 60s, you might love it. But the client we had here came from Hong Kong on a referral, and she wanted to renovate it. So we met her for about a week, picked all the components. She flew back to Hong Kong. So all these shots are how it was when we met it. And she was expecting to get $7,000 a month rent, which she managed to get after the remodel. These stairs were every single unit, factory original. I think a personal injury lawyer would love to have these. This is the original kitchen. I love blue, but this had to go. And very limited space for us to do the work. Even the ceiling was open. There was no lighting or drywall. You can see the tight confining spaces we have to work with. There's no parking on the beach as well. It's all difficult. So this was a tub shower. We made it a walk-in shower. This is the master bath. And the room is only like, I don't know, 7 by 6, so it's not a big bath. We made it look a little bit. No, it's all tile. And then this is, looks like that plastic coating you see in commercial buildings, so it's actually tile. And this is the main powder bath, you might say, for your guests for a bedroom downstairs. So we put these new pocket doors in, new tile outside, new wood floors, and that's what we give our jobs. That's how people can move in after we complete our remodeling. We're always really clean at the end. This unit, once it was appraised, these are MLS shots after that we used as our finish shots to show you. But she was able to gain about $200,000 increase off our remodel. The little kitchen, but it has all the details of a big kitchen. This is just the view looking into the patio, and you can see we put lighting and drywall and turned out a pretty trick little unit, very modern. And she rented within a month after we finished. This is a home in Mandeville Canyon that we spent 1 year and 3 months renovating. It's an acre property. It was a rambling California ranch-style home. Very hard to transform into anything. But the owners, the beams he's standing on are only 8 feet off the ground. It felt like a dungeon. We tried to save the French doors. Eventually later we switched them out because she said they would swing on the wind and bang, and just kept breaking glass. So, and then this is about 2 months of demo, tearing down about 4,000 square feet of house to rebuild it to this with new framing. And the framing is the heart of the job. This is a new kitchen that you'll see later as a finish room. This is ground-up construction. We put a high voltage ceiling with a skylight tube, a lot of intricate framing here. This is a mezzanine. Her son was kind of at a rebel age as a teenager, so they actually built something in the attic as a little rebel room that he could go and rock out on his guitar, and we'll show you that a little later. One thing she wanted was high ceilings, lots of lights. They're both lawyers. She wanted to be able to read. He wanted his space. She wanted her space. So we went towards the backyard. Again, it's about a half-acre backyard. And when we started the renovation process, again, it's really a hard house to make anything interesting out of. The pool, she had many contractors tell her it was total, had to be ripped out. They had like an amphitheater of steps around the pool. These could be theatrical plays, so we ripped out about 80 tons of concrete. We were able to save the cavity of the pool. It's an enormous pool. Poured in place stamped concrete. Put in a gas fire pit there in the middle, and put the fencing ready for landscaping later. This is the finished product. There's a water feature to your left. And then we come back to the front of the house. We gutted all the walls outside, trying to give it some softer look. Then she decided she needed windows, so we went into windows. And even the granite boulders, which is sort of a feature that took about a month just to do that fireplace. But there's the finish of the front of the house. And this house recently, she bought it for $3 million. After the remodel work, and 2 years later, she just sold it for $6.3. So she thanked us for the efforts, but she spent some money, but doubled her money in return, just about. This is the millwork for the library. The shelf ladder rolls back and forth. It's all cherry wood hardwood floors. Again, this cleanup is on our crew, how we get into the job and complete the work. You can see how we have high ceilings, lots of skylights, plasma TVs. This is her library, and the fireplace between these two rooms, you can actually see through the other room, so they can still yell at each other when they have their fights. It's a really cool house, and the blue granite is really expensive, but that's my favorite color. I loved it. But But you can see we changed the French doors to sliding doors. They don't swing on wind. So at the end of the remodeling, we helped her put her place together, hanging pictures, placing her furniture. The window in the corner there is one of the infinity windows with no borders. Here's that kitchen I said about ground up construction. It's Subway side-by-side freezer refrigerators. She's not really a cook. Her mother kept saying, why are you spending all this money? But she's got the pot filler, the gourmet stove, the convection ovens. And then that's her little kitchen nook again, lots of lightless, the order of the day, little coffee and tea area. That's her pantry, floor-to-ceiling shelves for storing food. She's a Puerto Rican gal, so she was really into the color. These are all glass tiles. And the Mission tiles are the brownish border. Eventually she put a stained glass detail in the privacy of the window. This is the master, and once again, just helped her put the place together, the walk-in closets. And what's funny is she only wanted to remodel part of the house, but once you fluff and puff, this was an original bathroom, but she didn't want to spend the money, so we put in new marble floors, some new marble wainscot trims and glass mirrors, and a new bay window. This is her mother's bedroom, and again, nice windows and very clean, lots of light. This is all Mission tile. It's a great bathroom, really crisp, if you notice everything's straight and true. But she actually grew orchids in here. 200 plants moved in that room. It wasn't quite a bathroom, but it was her nursery. But for resale purposes, it was a smart move. Then this is his and her law office library. And you can see it's nicely appointed, just simple and clean. This is the maid's quarters. The maid was more of a family relative, and this was her bathroom. So even the maid's quarter had nice details, if you like this sort of design. This is the revel room. This is up in the mezzanine area. Pretty nice, even a big screen. Backyard, the Sawtelle tiles are for, say, big parties they used to throw. So you can see it's a long, hard house. We really spent a long time trying to soften the look. This is the pictures in the MLS when it sold, so you can see the landscaping soft in the backyard. And if we didn't do great, you probably would have done something spectacular, but this is what they had. But nice piece, great client, loved our work, and still calls us to this day for other work. So we have long-lasting relationships, and we try to pay attention to all the details. This is something on the beach in Malibu Colony, and we did the pool, the courtyard, all the windows. The water features on that pool, actually, you can play music for different people that show up. This is a hand-built jacuzzi tub. We built this from scratch, provided the pumps, the jets. The owner had a huge art collection. It's a $35,000 mosaic glass piece to install. You can brush your teeth and spit up down at the people on the beach virtually. It's amazing views. This is a solarium that was added to the master bedroom. And this is another example of a modern home. Very soft entry. This is their kitchen that was a great room combination. Dining, informal dining in the kitchen. Great place to throw a party. They wanted a huge island for placing food, because there's your great room attached. Bifolding doors to the exterior. Pool jacuzzi was part of the project. This is the powder bath. So you can see all the details and all the elements we put into construction. This is again that same home where they've got a gourmet dining, cooking area. This happened, he claims his wife loved wine and hid in this closet. So we made it into a wine cellar that's actually chilled. You can take a closet at your home and build this pretty easy, believe it or not. And I've been sharing a little bit about my life. This is a powerboat I've had for many years. Showed you some pictures before. This was it a week ago.
All right.
Transforming it into a nice modern looking boat.
Why is it blue?
I love blue. But now it's heading in for upholstery work for about 2-3 months, and hopefully be done by September. But it's a passion and a hobby of mine, and it's been resurrected. This is our new little dinghy. We've mentioned the folks here. We might do a lunch in Newport Beach. This is the Balboa Bay Club, just for you all to get a taste. There's a hotel attached, so you can spend the weekend. This is the private part of the club with the beach and the pool. They do concerts. So we're getting ready to start ramping up. This is Tiny. I think we've shown some photos. He likes the Tiki every now and then, or the Tip Club. Tiki wants to thank you for all the leads and referrals and help keep your pistachios. And all of our feather friends thought they'd say hello today and share a little bit of our life with you, all the tips. So thanks for all your support.